Will Reichard to kick off.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from the Texas Capitol. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
You talk about this Giant defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down.
That's complete to Shaw. And he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. The ball caught by his rookie wideout.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this 1st drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Brings up 2nd and
there's
9.
Plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 go.
Throwing is Ward.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Thunderbirds will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When you look at this defense,
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Here's Montana to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Ward.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. First down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now Ward. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Cut 19, cut 19. Come on, come on. Trap 50, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, right?
Out of the gun, Ward. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing now, Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And it maneuvers way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ward. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for an Austin first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Off the play fake, Ward. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Thunderbirds have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0.
Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now he's free up the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Montana. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Montana going for it on fourth. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Montana, quick throw outside there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Hey, you
They will look to throw. Montana. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Looking to put a drive together.
19 sight. 19 sight. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Hurt. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
To throw, here's Ward. Open man downfield, that's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
To throw is Ward. He's got his man Sharp complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 14.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On the jump.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
70, Timberwolves. Panther 11. Warriors 17.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Get it. 68.
Ward off the play fake. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall.
Ward's pass caught by number 12. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Again, it's Ward. Got man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, here's Ward. Throwing down, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
15 yards.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Again, it's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 10.
It's Mixon on the counter. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. He'll try and do this himself. Open man is Yr1 Jennings. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And Sharp calls it in. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0.
Giants nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To throw is Montana. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
This time they just keep this on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. They'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Harrison Butker is set to
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find some...
And this throw will be intercepted. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At their own 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Under pressure, and down he goes. Michael Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third down. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Now Montana. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Going to try to throw for it with Montana. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Kyle Duggar who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hurt. 79. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Here's Ward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's second and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Now Ward. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Montana to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover improved their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Montana. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now back to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. To give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I love the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. Cougar 19.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Montana. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a second and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Nixon will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The Giants will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
38, Giants 6.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hamstring. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Ward. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
line. Big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing now, Ward. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And Oliver, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Thunderbirds get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
45. Giants 6. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They will look to throw. Montana. Runs to the tight end Laporta. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, New York.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Montana. Lane drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Zach Ertz, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Giants will line up.
They'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Connor Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Check smash, check smash. 19 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60.
To throw, here's Ward. The 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there. 42 yards.
3-yard line.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Throwing is Ward. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Thunderbirds are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To throw is Montana. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Montana. They'll drop this one down to Nixon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Montana. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. That is caught, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Mixon with a first down carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field, downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Giants first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Shotgun. Here's Montana. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Montana to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
At the 28-yard line.
Operating out of the gun. Here's Montana. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Red, yellow.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Another Boston first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Set, hut. Flag blue. Set.
After that last run, Lance is going to throw it here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Let's go. Run red. Sticky. Green. White. White.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. That's complete to the Poole. And he is going to have the Giants first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on fourth and long.
First down.
Red.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Blue. Field. Black.
Lance now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Now Lance. To the right side and intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hey. Hut, hut.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Austin, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.